Hey guys. So, I had a terrible day today. Well, I didn't have a terrible day, I guess. Most of it was okay, but it started out pretty bad. So, let me tell you about my day. I got to work this morning and I found out that somebody had been trying to call or whatever, and it was just one of those days where somebody wasn't going to be happy no matter what I said or what I could do. Basically, here's the problem. They bought a game and we have signs like everywhere that says all sales final, no returns. Well, the game was some ridiculous like Need for Speed something or the other, but it was only $7. Okay, let's just keep this in mind that this is all over $7. And the lady brought the game back, on Saturday or something like that, and got it buffed, which is fixing it. Excuse me. And then called back and said it still didn't work, and if they could get an exchange, and of course we're like, no, I'm sorry, we can't do any exchanges anymore because we're in liquidation and we're not allowed to do refunds or exchanges anymore. All sales are final. I'm very sorry about that. We could try to buff it again. Well, she didn't want to do that. She was very verbally abusive. She was very angry, which that's understandable. Whatever. But I'm like, there's nothing I can do. When she called today, she said the same exact thing that she said to the same the person that answered the phone the other day. And she was like yelling at me. And I'm like, I've been told that we're not able to do exchanges because, they even took it out of our system. Like, we can't even do it anymore through our computer system. They took away our refund exchange button. So there's no way for me to even do it through our POS system. And she just would not take this as an answer. Like, no, there's no way that this is ridiculous. And like, yes, I know, I think it's ridiculous as well, but there's nothing I can do about it. Whatever. Because that's what I've been told. She was very rude to me and very verbally abusive, like I said. She was very mean, and she was like yelling at me. And she was on the phone with me probably for like 10, 15 minutes, like just like screaming at me. So, I finally, got fed up, obviously, because I'm losing my job, okay? So I'm not really happy about having to deal with this kind of crap all the time anyways. But, I was like, I'm really sorry. It's like basically buyer beware, because you're buying something that's been rented by multiple people, and things are going to be scratched. Things are going to be, happen to maybe be broken or whatever. That's why we offer the buffing, that kind of thing. Well, she wanted my district manager's number. I'm like, we don't have a district manager anymore because we're in liquidation. We have a liquidator who's in charge of our processes and stuff. And I offered her the 1-800 customer service number. She didn't want that. She just wanted to scream and yell at me. I ended up hanging up on her because she was just being absolutely rude and ridiculous. I didn't hang up on her. I was like, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. I have to go. Thank you. Bye. And I hung up. Anyways, and then I talked to my liquidator, of course, and he's like, yeah, just take it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You mean just take it? So take the old one that doesn't work and just chuck it and then give her a new one? Do you want me to put that through the computer system? Do you want me to, manually price it down so then it's not in our system anymore? Or, what do you want me to do? And he's like, just give her a new one. I'm like, I don't understand. So, whatever. She didn't come back in because I would have freaking went crazy on her, but her sons came in and they were absolutely the same as her. So, obviously, she's teaching them good manners. Whatever. We were nice to them when they came in. They had to go get another game that was the same price, and we just manually priced it down, even though he said not to, which I didn't understand, so it made absolutely no sense to me. That was my morning, and they didn't come in until 7 o'clock or something like that. I was just, ugh. If it says no returns and it says all sales final, then I asked my liquidator, what to do, and he says just do it anyways. That doesn't make sense to me, and I hate it when people just think that if they make a big enough fuss about something, they'll get their way, like, and they have to be rude about it, you know? Just drives me all crazy. So I was at work from today from 10:30 until 8:30, and that's basically that's at a 10-hour shift. I don't even know. I probably didn't even need to be there that long, but I went home. We were in the middle of moving everything around, and so my store looks all like tore apart and stuff. But whatever. I also got my hair cut. Pretty short. I think it's so weird when I get my hair cut and like the stylist will like, well, if you can call it a stylist, I got it cut at Great Clips, and I just told her what I wanted, and she did it. And but then they like, you know, blow dry your hair, and then they try to like make it look nice, and you know, you walk out and you end up going messing up your hair anyways, because you don't want it looking like perfectly straight down or whatever. But yeah, I got a lot of my ends cut off because they were really dried out from being dyed blonde. So I'm not planning on dyeing my hair blonde again, but I like my hair a lighter color, and it ends up damaging my hair because I have such fine thin hair anyways. So bleaching it or dyeing it in a lighter color always makes it look dry and whatever. But I also don't like it dark because I have such thin and fine hair that it just looks thinner with darker hair. But I have gray hairs coming in, so I don't really want to leave it. I'm at a crossroad, I don't know what to do. And I'm going on day, like, my husband left last week on Monday, so it's been a week and a day, and I really miss him. So I hate being at home by myself. And then, you know, I go and hang out with my parents at my parents' house, and that's fine, but I also like to get stuff done when I'm at home, and blah, 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 whatever. Plus I have to do all the chores around here, and along with my chores, I have to do all the chores that Dominic does every day, and he does a lot of the stuff that's a day-to-day chore. I do the stuff that's like every couple of days chore, like I do dishes, and I normally sweep, and I'm the one who vacuums, and we both do laundry, and he cleans the litter box, because I'm not supposed to clean the litter box because I'm pregnant, and he feeds the cats almost every single day, twice a day, and he fills the water fountains, because we have water fountains for our cats, because they're spoiled little brats. So, but now I have to do, and I also have to put water in the humidifier every day, twice a day. So I have to do that. I have to fill the water bottles for the cats, and I have to feed them, and I have to clean the catty litter, even though I'm not supposed to, until he comes home on Sunday, which is Easter, and we're not going to be able to have Easter dinner with anybody because he's just coming home. So I'm just torn, I guess. So now I'm relaxing. I'm going to put my PJs on, and I'm going to read get over here, book. I'm going to read my book. It's my new Tamara Pierce book. I'm already 100 pages in. I'm so glad I'm done with that stupid book I was reading. I was reading The Harpist in the Wind for like 3 months, I swear. I'm so glad I'm done with it. I don't have to read it anymore. I'm done. Honestly, the last like 50 pages, I skimmed a lot of it because I really didn't want to read the book. But now it's over, and I can get rid of him, and I'm never reading them again. Even though I really like the author, Patricia A. McKillop. Normally like her books. I liked A Changing Sea. I also really liked The Forgotten Beasts of Eld. But these 3 books, The Harpist in the Wind, it was The Riddle-Master of Head, Air of Sea and Fire, and Harpist in the Wind. I didn't like any of them. None of them. It shouldn't be a trilogy. It should be all one book put together. Like, it should be like Lord of the Rings, where they come in one whole book, but there's books inside of the book. Not 3 separate books. Because it's one whole, it's one whole story, basically. Because it's basically to be continued at the end of the first book, and then to be continued at the end of the second book. Not as bad as the end of the first book, but, I was just irritated by those books. Completely irritated. So, fun times. Well, this is a really long blog, so I'm going to cut this short right now. I'm going to go, because I can't just keep talking. Well, I could, but, So, sorry.